Hey everyone, it's Mika. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is part 1 of my 100 subscriber special 2-part series. It's going to be a Meet the Artist / Q&A video. Before we get into the questions, I would just like to give a big thank you to the people who subscribe to my channel and who watch my videos and like and comment. I'm very grateful for you sticking around and caring enough about my art to subscribe. So we'll go straight into the questions. So I kind of sorted through the questions and put them into 2 categories. The first category are more art-related questions, and the second category is more about me. So the first question is, when did I start drawing? So I've been drawing since I was a little kid. I started taking drawing quote-unquote seriously about a year ago, but once I started collecting my art and drawing more consistently is about 3 years ago, which was when I started my first sketchbook. So who is an artist that inspired me to draw? So about 3 years ago when I started my first sketchbook, that's when I discovered YouTube. And the only art YouTuber I knew of at the time was Drawing with Waffles. So she is definitely the artist that inspired me to draw and to want to improve drawing. And yeah, she's the one who even motivated me to go out and get my own sketchbook. What inspired you to make a YouTube channel? So other artists that I look up to, such as Tameka, Prickly Alpaca, Oliver's Antics, and Matthew Sorgi, all inspired me to create my own channel. Because eventually I'd like to I have plans to go to college and get a non-art related job, but I still want to be doing YouTube for a really long time because I still want to draw for as long as I can. What are my goals for my channel? So when I started my channel, it was at the beginning of the summer, and my goal was to reach 100 subscribers and post as often as I could by the end of the summer. And we reached that goal. So after I reached that goal, I kind of thought about what I want now. So number 1, I want to get better at doing voiceovers and try to improve the quality of my videos. I want to pay more attention to thumbnails and try to make them look more interesting. And eventually I would like to experiment with how I edit my videos to try to make them more interesting and entertaining. I do eventually want to get my channel monetized, so I want to try to get it monetized in about 2 years. I think that's a pretty challenging, but also it's not an outrageous goal. What is your favorite art medium? I really like digital art and alcohol markers right now. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is blue. And what are your favorite colors in markers? So I picked out 3 of my favorite colors in Ahuhu markers. So first, from the 72 set of Ahuhu markers, I think they're just like the normal colors, is PB7 or pastel blue, and R1 or coral pink. And from the pastel set, I like the color G340, which is horizon green. Who inspires you to do art, or who are your inspirations in art? So artists that inspire me a lot, or that I kind of eventually not necessarily want to draw like, but I think their style kind of inspires mine, is people like Loish, Raw Straws, Drawing with Waffles, Prickly Alpaca, Lavender Town, Tameka, Oliver's Antics, Matthew Sorgi, Sam Desart, and for now that's all that I can think. Gret Lusky, I really like her art too. As of now, those are the only artists I can think of at the top of my head. Will you ever host an art contest? yes, in the future I definitely want to host an art contest, but I have to wait for a time where I won't be busy because school's coming up and I'm going to be very busy during the school year. So maybe once I get a vacation or a break, or maybe next summer. I'm not really sure. It just depends. And how did you find your art style? So this question kind of is hard for me to answer. I'm having a hard time just kind of like explaining it. I think this would be, it's like need its own video to explain or to talk about. So if you'd be interested in that, then if enough people will, then I guess maybe eventually I could do a video about art style and how I found my art style. When I look at my art, I definitely say I have an art style, but I feel like it's developing still, and I still see a lot of places where I can improve, and I still see a lot of things that I want to change about my art.